I heard Alexandria Pelosi say something, call my like, put your big girl pants on to my mom or something. And I kind of feel like saying, who the f do you think you are?
What was your family thinking during that period? Were you guys just like pissed off and mad, or were you sad, or what was the sentiment within the family?
I want to first say this. I don't just like Vice President Harris. I love her. I think she's an incredible leader. And if she were elected, that she would have made an incredible president. And her dedication and loyalty, which at the end of the day, as vice president, is the only and most important thing, is not your blind loyalty, but your informed loyalty to the person that you are serving with, to the president.
And your dad did that well for Barack Obama.
And I believe that he did that extremely well. And I believe the Vice President
Kamala Harris
did. And
did that
I can also say, just on a personal level, her kindness, just on a human level, to my family, to myself, to me personally, I'll be forever grateful for. So anything that I say about, well, my dad should have stayed in, it doesn't have any context of
it's not about
anything,
her.
and not about her in any way. That debate was awful. When my dad walked out, I knew that he had an off night. He wasn't drooling, but he had an off night. You know what I mean? Particularly when people expected Joe Biden, who had so many great debate moments, did not step up to that moment. After that happened, everybody in the Black Caucus came out and supported my dad. They all came to the White House to visit him, to check his pulse, to make sure that he was okay. You had a group of governors, beginning with Governor Walz and Governor Moore and Governor Newsom and Governor Hochul, and they all came to the White House and they sat down with him. They set a bar for my dad. They said, okay, well, if you can do this hour-and-a-half long interview with George Stephanopoulos and you make it through that, then, okay, we'll see how he does there. And he did that interview and it was great. Well, now the next hurdle is you're going to have a press conference on foreign policy. And it's going to be an hour and a half and it's all open questions. And he sat there for an hour and a half with 150 reporters. He took every single question. He gave a tour de force.
It was a master class.
It was a master class in foreign policy. He got done that. Then the next hurdle was that he was going to go out and give that speech, I think, in North Carolina. And he did that. Then the next hurdle was he was going to go out and give the keynote speech to the NAACP. Everybody kept setting a new hurdle. And you would have the speaker emeritus that would say, well, I'm going to leave it up to, but I don't know. And they had already made a decision. They had clearly made a decision. And when I say they, I mean the speaker. And, I heard Alexandria Pelosi say something, call my like, put your big girl pants on to my mom or something. And I kind of feel like saying, who the f do you think you are? I would never speak about your mom that way. I would never speak about your father that way. I would never insult your parents that way. Even to this day, I would never refer to the speaker as anything but speaker. She has given more to this country than most people ever will.
Tremendous respect for her.
But for her daughter to talk to the First Lady of the United States, that gave 50 years of her life to the service of this country,